What toxic family tradition did you break that cost you everything? In my family, women don't work outside the home, ever. My grandmother raised 6 kids without earning a penny. My mom gave up her nursing career the day she got married. They called it being devoted wives and mothers. I called it being trapped. When I graduated college with an engineering degree, I was supposed to find a husband immediately and start having babies. That's what family women do. But I couldn't ignore my dreams. I'd worked too hard earning my degree to throw it away for some outdated tradition, so I did something no woman in my family had ever done. I got a job at a tech company. 3 months into my career, I was thriving. I loved solving problems, building systems, earning my own money. For the first time in my life, I felt like I had purpose beyond cooking and cleaning for future children. But then my mom found my first paycheck that I'd left on my dresser. She looked at it like it was evidence of a crime. "What will people think?" she asked. "What kind of wife will you make if you're focused on work?" When my dad came home from his job, she showed him the paycheck. His face went red with anger. "Are you embarrassing this family on purpose?" He crumpled up my paycheck and threw it in the trash. I tried explaining that I loved engineering, that I was good at it, that I wanted to contribute to our family's financial security. "You're a woman," my dad said firmly. "That means something in this family. Act like it." When I told them I wasn't quitting my job, everything changed overnight. My mom stopped cooking meals for me, leaving me to figure out my own food. My dad wouldn't even acknowledge my presence at dinner. Then the extended family got involved. My Aunt Susan, who used to call me her favorite niece, suddenly had no time for our usual coffee dates. My cousin Rachel uninvited me from her baby shower. At family gatherings, they'd introduce me as our daughter who's going through a phase, instead of mentioning my engineering accomplishments. They acted like my career was some embarrassing secret to hide from relatives, but work was fulfilling me in ways I'd never experienced. I was promoted twice in my first year. I'd started mentoring other young women in STEM fields. I was building something meaningful with my life. The annual family reunion was approaching. 50 relatives gathering at my grandparents' house like we'd done every summer since I was born. This year felt different. I wasn't welcome anymore. So I showed up anyway with a folder of information about women in engineering programs. Every conversation stopped when I walked in. My dad's face went pale. My mom looked mortified by my presence. Standing in front of my silent family, I said the words that changed everything. If working outside the home makes me less of a woman, then why am I happier and more successful than I've ever been? You could hear a pin drop. My grandmother shook her head disapprovingly. Several aunts looked uncomfortable. "Women in our family take care of families, not corporations," my mom said quietly. "That's not who we are." "Maybe that's exactly the problem," I continued, my voice stronger now. "Maybe limiting women's potential is why half the girls in this family never finish college. Maybe tradition isn't always worth preserving." My cousin Lisa stepped forward first. "Can I see that information about engineering programs?" Then my teenage niece Amanda raised her hand. "I want to know about scholarships too." By the end of the evening, I'd given career advice to 6 different female relatives who'd never considered working outside traditional roles. My dad still won't speak to me, neither will my mom. But Lisa started college last fall majoring in computer science. Amanda got a scholarship to study pre-med. Sometimes breaking toxic traditions costs you your past, but gives you a future worth having.